everyone, welcome back to the channel, or if this is your first time, then hello and welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. So today I've got some more Persona 5 motion graphics, animations, whatever you want to call them. This was actually suggested to me by someone by the name of Marcel, who is apparently from Austria, so shout out to you. Yeah, it's pretty cool seeing people from all over the world looking at your videos. I think I had someone from Brazil on another video, so yeah, it's very cool to see. And this person suggested that I do the Persona 5 subway transition, and I was like, oh, that's a great idea, because that's one of them things that I didn't even think about, because it's such a, it's not, you do see it a lot, but at the same time you don't really pay attention to it, because you know, you're jumping from location to location, so you're more focused on that. So I was like, oh, that's a great idea. So I've drew all the assets out individually. Basically, there's like 4 or 5 rows of I was going to say subway patients, but it's subway passengers, and then I've kind of got them bobbing up and down and going left and right a little bit. So you get that smooth sort of subway motion going on. I'll just kind of scrub through it because my computer is having a little bit of a mare at the moment. But yeah, it's pretty much about 95% the same as the one in the game. And I've got the little sort of reflected subway windows from the other side, which is something that is in the game as well. But anyway, so yeah, thank you for the ideas, and like I say, keep suggesting them, because I'm gonna keep making them as long as I have like stuff that I actually want to make. Because I was gonna make like the palace transition thing, you know, with the black and red circle-y thing. But the versions I've seen are actually like, they're just absolutely fine, that have been like ripped from the game, because I don't think I would be able to make it much different. And I know you could say, is this version of this that much different to the game? Well, the thing is, like, this is a lot easier for you to like put your own backgrounds in and use it as a transition, whereas if you take the one from the game, you're gonna have to like mask around it at the start, and then the end bit kind of fades out, whereas I've changed it so it just goes across the screen again. But anyway, yes, that's enough waffling on about that. But speaking of how to do it, so let me show you how to do it. Simple as always. So I'm in Adobe Premiere. Obviously it changes depending on what you're using, but go to your effects. I've got mine in the football thing here. But if you just search Ultra Key, whatever the version is on your editing software, it's usually Ultra Key or Chroma Key, something like that. So drag this on, and we're just going to click on there, and that's basically your transition. So I've just grabbed 2 random photos here. So you start off with Kira here, you go across, and it looks better when my computer's not lagging, but that comes across, it lasts a couple of seconds, and then there you go, it goes off the screen, and there is your Alan Partridge one. So another thing to mention, actually, this is a 60 frames per second one, so it's quite it looks kind of quick because of it being in that frame rate, but I normally do stuff at 50 or 60 frames a second, so you can tweak stuff as well. That's another reason for creating stuff from scratch. So you can slow this down if you want, or speed it up, or whatever, and it'll look nice and smooth, rather than if you take the one from the game that's going to be probably at 30 frames per second or 29 frames per second and start messing around with that. It's going to start looking pretty choppy. So that's the version I've got with the completely black background, but I also made another version which isn't in Persona 5, but I just decided I would do it as well because it would work for this. So it's the same thing again, but it has a window or a couple of windows in the background, so you can make the transition. I also added some like motion blur to the black background of the drawing. So what it is with this, it's the same thing again. You're going to drag your Ultra Key onto it, and I realised I cut this for timing reasons, but it actually makes it, yeah, that actually makes it more difficult to do, so I shouldn't have done that. But what you would do is you would just crop that, you would ultra key out the part first, and then you would cut it. But basically the transition has green at the start and then green in the middle, so you would cut this down to there, bring this up to that point there. As you can see, it goes from that, and then you can see the image has changed there. So this is just a way, if you want the transition, I guess, to be maybe a little bit more interesting, or if you've got something in the background that you maybe want to, maybe if it's a video file that you want to have kind of ramp up to the point so it starts doing something here that's like less important, and then by the time it gets to this point, it's, you know, it's evolved into whatever you want it to be. Yeah, so that's basically it. Like I say, very easy to use as always. I try to make it as simple as possible. I think I might need to adjust this one a little bit because I've made the black part a little bit too far over. You want the dude to be the sort of starting point. That just looks a bit nicer, but I'll sort that out for the download. So the link will be in the description. Shouldn't be too big of a file. I'll make it as small as possible because yeah, you don't want 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 gigabyte files that After Effects likes to make for 6 seconds of footage. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, but anyway, that's the video. Sorry it was a bit all over the place, but yeah, also apologies as well to Marcel for taking so long making this, because I was emailed mid-March about this and I kept procrastinating, and then I eventually sat down and finished this in a couple of hours this week, and I just thought to myself, why did I put this off so long? But yeah, you know, work gets in the way, life gets in the way. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.